Hey guys, Poner512 here, and today I'm going to be showing you an Alchemical Laboratory tutorial. I was supposed to do this like a week ago or so, but I just felt too lazy. I was enjoying my spring break and whatever. So yeah, I'm here now to give you this video. What you want to do on this map, it's Insane Plus, so it requires a basic understanding of how your towers work. Magic blockades. Why magic blockades? Magic blockades cost only 1 DU, and you want to be able to use all your DU for like, auras and traps, because the auras and traps help keep all of the mobs away while you're fighting the boss. If you have strictly physical defenses, or simply too many physical defenses, just to say, then the demon... yeah, the demon boss will just easily destroy everything, and then you'll lose, and then you might be confused and stuff like that. So, a simple way to really do this is just depend on your traps and your auras and whatever, because then that makes everything a lot easier. And the way these traps work is that the proximity mine traps, besides the ethereal spike traps that will be placed later, are the last resort. And what are mainly going to be taking care of everything are the ensnare and electric aura, and then also the gas and inferno traps. I just showed you my wall stats right there. Probably need about 150 to 200. My stats are way too overpowered for this map. It's just way too easy. So yeah, during the combat phase, you're also going to want to place towers during the combat phase to increase efficiency and just make everything easier in general. You'll realize that a proximity mine trap and a magic blockade could go a long way. And then in this you only need ensnare and electric auras. You may ask, well, don't you need strength drain auras? Well, not really, since it's not that hard for the demon boss to destroy the magic blockades. Sometimes it could do literally 1,000,000 damage per hit. There's no way you could save yourself when that happens, so it's not really worth it to put strength drain auras. You could use 6 DU, which is how much a strength drain aura costs, for something more important, like 2 proximity mine traps or something like that. So it's just, since you have 85 DU and you want to be able to survive and everything, it's just about using your DU effectively, which is kind of what it's all about in Insane Plus. You just want to be able to get past the map as well as possible. And then I just, let's see, I switched to my hunters from here and then continue placing the traps. Those are all the auras you need, besides a healing aura, which will help you in the boss. And that's even optional. If you want to try doing it without a healing aura, go ahead. Not really necessary, I just put it there because I can. Basic trap and aura combinations. If the way it works is that if they manage to get past the inferno, then, like, if they're fire resistant, then the electric will take them out. The ensnare slows them, but if they're poison resistant, they'll just suffer from both the inferno and the electric aura. And if they're somehow getting past all of that, then the proximity mine trap just obliterates them. It's just very simple use of tower setups. You're using all 3 of your resistances, and this type of build is what I think is a very good build, because it just utilizes all 3 of those elemental resistances and uses that to your advantage, including the general, hold on, I'm having a huge brain fart. I had a long day, along with the generic damage from the proximity mine traps. So yeah, during this whole wave, we're gonna do like we did last round. We're gonna place towers during this round, and you can see that everything is dying pretty efficiently. You don't really need to damage, but if you do damage, it makes everything a lot easier, which you will be doing during like waves 5, 6, and 7 and stuff like that. So. And then also during the combat phase, I mean, this map, it's like one of the easiest maps in my opinion. There are no ogres and there are no wyverns. You literally just think of this as 4 small chokes. 85 DU can actually be a lot for this map, actually. because I'm starting to place extra stuff that I don't even need, like that gas trap and a proximity mine trap in front of it, just to help clear the enemies. I mean, you have like a lot of DU, and it's only 4 choke points. And to DPS this map, you literally just run around the map. I'm placing ethereal spike traps. That's extra insurance. Nothing will ever get past this. And then yeah, I mean, to DPS this, it's not really that hard. You just run around in a square or a circle, or whatever you would like to call it. It's not a square or a circle technically, but it's a perimeter. And then yeah, it's just really easy from there. And then you could see that I'm going to place the healing aura. And then during the boss, it's not really that hard either. You just DPS it as much as you can. You could use something with 1,000 base damage and stuff like that. Not really that hard. And then every once in a while you repair your auras, because you don't really want those towers to fall down. If you have 100s, you could use invisibility and everything just becomes a lot easier. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the combat phase. Then you'll guys see. Okay guys, my voice just got cut off. So this is gonna be the main combat phase, and then we're gonna be fighting the demon boss and stuff like that. This is wave 7 right now. You can see that I have a soul focuser with 900 base damage. The fairy is optional. You could technically use whatever pet you would want, or whatever pet that would shoot you. That doesn't make sense. Whatever pet that would suit you. Like genies are considerably helpful if you want some tips and advice, because they make your invisibility last longer. So as you can see, I'm just pretty much running around in circles and everything. And then the way that you fight the boss is that, you know those 4 electric towers? Like, you'll be able to see the 4 electric towers. It hints at them before, like, during the demon boss cutscene. You just, every time those, like, light up, you will see a blue bar of health for every one of them. You just shoot them, and then the demon freezes, and then you keep shooting them while they're just standing there, pretty much taking electric damage. And then you just keep doing that over and over and over again until you finally beat them. And then even after it is like frozen and it has already taken damage, you can still shoot it because you have invisibility and the demon boss won't actually see you. I mean, the defenses that it will go after are those magic blockades that I set up. You could see that I set up 2 magic blockades because I had 2 extra DU and I decided to use it. The heal aura, that's also just a bonus. You don't really need that, of course. And then, I don't know if I really have anything else to say about this map. I guess the reason that you would want a soul focuser is why I'm making this video in the first place. The reason that you'd want to farm soul focusers is because they're really special. They could shoot through walls and stuff, and they have 8 shots per second. They're just, in general, really good. I mean, there's special abilities that they could shoot through walls. That's invaluable. Like, you need that to do certain things that you wouldn't be able to do with the most overpowered shy Hulids. Like, you can't really solo a map. You can't really solo Rampart's Insane Plus with a shy Hulid unless you had like an overpowered robot. And I'm talking about with no towers. You could solo Rampart's Insane Plus with a soul focuser without towers. So just simple things like that. It makes runs a lot easier, and it's a fun weapon in general. You could get soul focusers with over 100 upgrades, and yeah, I have seen a soul focuser with 131 upgrades before that my friend has like 8,000 base damage. It's really overpowered and everything. So yeah, soul focusers are just really good in general. All the other weapons, they're subpar, not really that good. I guess the squire weapon isn't that bad. It provides a lot of poison damage or something. I think it's called, I don't want to butcher the name, I don't even remember it. Lucifer's Rapier? Yeah. You'll recognize it. It's a squire weapon. It has really overpowered poison damage and stuff. But the soul focuser is the main weapon that you want from this map. So yeah, those electric towers right there, you can see them lighting up. Those are the things that you want to shoot. And then from here it's just straightforward DPS. If you ever run out of mana, you just go into the center and just collect it yourself. It's not really too complicated. And then it's just straightforward DPSing. Just hold down the R2 button. Or if you're on Xbox, it's a different button. Whatever button you use to fire at Xbox. And then if your mana becomes relatively low, which will happen soon, you just run into there. And then if you ever want to break, you could release your invisibility, but you should do that only when you see the towers light up again, because then the demon boss will have a very small amount of time to hit you, and chances are you won't be hit in that time to move fast enough. So yeah, it gives you a break to release your invisibility, gives your mana a chance to build up a little, and you can turn it back on again once you're done. Just easy strategies like that. And then that's what makes this map very doable. And then remember that if your defenses ever run low, you could literally go there and repair them. There's nothing stopping you. Like after, yeah, see, you could see that he did 1 million damage. That's why I don't do strength drains on this map. You could literally just run around and do anything. Like if you want to keep the demon boss here for 3 hours, you could do it. All I have to do is just run around repairing everything, keeping your invisibility up. It's just a matter of like strategy. I mean, the Huntress, it's very doable with the Huntress with invisibility, and that also is very helpful when you're facing the Kraken, because the Kraken can see you either. And that's on Aquanos. I might have said that already, I don't know, my brain's just like really dead right now. And then, yeah. So that's pretty much how you take out the demon mode. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward and stuff like that. Maybe easy for me, but it will be easy for you eventually if you master it. It's already easy for you if you have mastered it in it, and if you're just watching this video for fun, because I know certain people who are subscribed to me that are like way more skilled than me. And yeah, Soul Focusers, that one isn't so good, 20 upgrades. But the ones, it's possible to get 30 upgrades for level 70, and yeah. And then the one that I have with 903 damage, that's not really so good for 30 ups, but you can get better ones with like 1200 base damage and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just my Alchemical Laboratory video. See you later. Bye.